With Google's new Firebase Studio, I was able to build this budget app that tracks my expenses, shows me spending patterns, and allows me to create smart category suggestions to change those all within a matter of just a few seconds to a few minutes. And I'm going to show you in this video how you can do it too. Okay, so this all comes from Google's new Firebase Studio. This is brand new. It's actually 100% free. And essentially the way it works is you can sign up for a free Studio Firebase account and you can basically ask it to build anything you want. So if I come here to Firebase, if I just open a new tab here, you're gonna see it basically says prototype an app with AI. So I can ask for any app I want. So an app that helps me plan my day. So I hit prototype with AI, boom, it's gonna start building this app out for me. It's gonna ask me a few quick questions so you can see it's off to the races. I've paid nothing for this, by the way, it's 100% free. All right, and you can see that it put together a plan here. So here's a plan for how we'll prototype this app. Take a look below and customize as needed, right? So what's really cool here is you can start customizing it. So it'll give you a prototype, but I can actually edit this, right? And I can say, hey, is there something else I wanna do here? To input task with descriptions, deadlines, priority levels, create a visual timetable, reminders, notifications, motivational prompts, right? So let's say I don't want motivational prompts. Let's say I think that's kind of dumb. Let's remove that. And they also give you the color options here. So calm blue for focus and productivity. So let's say we want to change this to like a dark green. So dark green, hex code. Let's find one real quick. So let's use this one. Looks good to me. Come back to Firebase. I'll change that. And, anything else, right? Clean and relatable sans serif fonts, simple and intuitive icons, right? So you can change the features, you can change the style guidelines, you can do anything you want here, right? I'm going to keep this simple for now. I'm going to save this and it's going to start prototyping the app, right? Where it's going to update that and then I hit prototype this app and it's going to start building it. So boom, immediately it starts building this app out. You can see it creates a whole file structure here. And I'll show you what this looks like when you actually have it built out. So once it's built out, let's see, I'll show you exactly what that looks like. So essentially it basically ends up looking just like VS Code. Okay, so let me find that for you here. Let's do this Firebase sample app. This was the first one I built. So you can see you have the editor on the side here. You have the full file structure, right? I can actually upload this directly to GitHub. So I can use source control to put this in GitHub. If I want to edit this, do source control. You actually have a live terminal on the bottom here, which is really, really cool. And then you have Gemini here where you can ask to build things, right? We're going to use the 2.5 Pro model for this. We could use any other model we want and basically start using this, right? So pretty cool stuff that they allow you to do. So once this is built out, so let's go back and see what happened here. So we asked them for a prototype. It started doing the prototype. Boom, it prototyped and built the app. It's asking you to put an API key for Gemini. So if you wanted to use AI for this, you can go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to put a task here, create a video for YouTube. We're going to pick a date. We'll say today or it's tomorrow. And we'll make this high priority and we'll add this task. Boom. Our new task is added, right? This is obviously a very, very simple example here, but it shows you how powerful that is, right? So it allows you to create, prototype, and publish apps pretty much immediately using AI. And like I said, if you wanted to go ahead and edit this, you could do that too, right? It gives you a full explorer where you could edit this. And the other cool thing is you can actually publish this. So if you connect your Google Cloud account, you can connect a domain and everything. I could actually publish this right away online. So it's kind of eliminating the need for Replit and Bolt and, a bunch of these other, apps out there, not necessarily Cursor. Cursor's a little bit different, but there's a bunch of these apps out there that basically, do similar stuff. Lovable is another one that just came to mind that allow you to do this stuff, but Google does this all for you. And this is free, right? And I think the way Google's able to do this for free is they just have so much money and so much investment that they're able to say, hey, let's build these really cool features out. Let's use our brand new model, our 2.5 Pro model, which is awesome at coding. And let's give this to people for free, get them set up, get them using the project, and then charge them billing later, right? So they want to use Fire App Hosting, right? Which is Google's hosting as well. So essentially you could host this whole thing on their servers, which hosting stuff is kind of a pain, right? Actually setting up hosting and servers can be a pain. Host it, link to the cloud billing for hosting, set up your environment, boom, give it a domain and you're set up. I could publish this right away, right? And you could just keep adding features, describe the changes you want to make. If I want to add authentication, whatever, right? Just keep building this thing out and keep publishing it, keep pushing it online. Super, super cool stuff coming from Google. I'm very excited about this. I'm going to show you one example here. This is from Paul Covert on X. So he basically came in and used this to build a mind map application, which I thought was really cool. So it's calling it Mindweaver, right? He's prototyping the app, builds it out. So didn't exactly do what he wanted here. So it gave him like a JSON file at first. So he's like, okay, I can see the code, the JSON code and the mind map, but not the actual mind map. Boom. So it actually fixes that and builds him an actual mind map, right? Which I thought was really, really cool. He can move these things around, start creating a flow. So very, very simple, example of what could be done here. And you can see if he publishes it right here, it can actually go straight to online, just like I showed you. So super cool stuff coming out of Google. I wanted to bring this to you. I want to show you what this looks like. One last thing I'll mention here, because it's using Google Gemini 2.5 Pro, the Gemini 2.5 Pro pricing is about 1.25, right? So per 1 million tokens, which is actually really cheap considering how good of a model this is, right? If I go to Grok 3, I would say the only things that compete with it right now in terms of coding are Grok 3 and Sonnet. Grok 3 is $3 for 1 million tokens. And if I come over to Sonnet, the Sonnet price is even higher. So let's find, it's right here, Sonnet. $3 for 1 million tokens. So actually way, way cheaper, less than half the price of 3.7 Sonnet or Grok, right? Neither 3.7 Sonnet or Grok has their own built-in code editor that, that you can host things, push it all live. In order to use those, you'd have to use Cursor or a Lovable or one of those other ones. So Google putting this all together in one package, I think is a huge move for them. I think it's kind of a power play to show them like, hey, we have the tools to do everything. We're not just building AI models, we're building everything around it to make these AI models super useful and allow anybody to build with them. So very cool from Google. Check this out in the description to this so you can try it out today. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this. If you actually build something, drop it in the comments as well. I'd love to check that out. Like this video. It really does help me out, and subscribe to the channel for more AI stuff like this to help you get ahead and be more productive using AI.